Everything I In today's world of massive revolution in knowledge and information technology, the role of teachers is dramatically transformed. From the typical classroom show and tell, to teacher-fronted lectures, to student homework, education extends into the home and the community, and even around the world. As learning is no longer confined in textbooks, the contexts for learning have changed, providing challenges to the teachers. This confluence of events and factors within the country and the world has transformed the landscape of Philippine education, dramatically reshaping the curricula and educational thrusts in all levels from basic to higher education, including technical and vocational domains. Thus, the Philippine Normal University, the country's National Center for Teacher Education, or NCTE, has shifted gears towards an active leadership as a specialized university for research in teacher education. Guided by the institution's philosophy of education for personal and social transformation, PNU pursues a more responsive, relevant, innovative, and empowering teacher education curriculum, both for the graduate and undergraduate programs. Amidst the high-speed breakthroughs in information and communication technology, PNU positions itself as a catalyst of change to optimize potentials of the country's teaching force to increase access to, promote equity in, and improve the quality of education, using alternative modalities for teaching and learning. As NCTE, the task of PNU is enormous, but it is a responsibility which the institution takes to heart and one which it has prepared for. The university's 4 regional campuses now operate as specialized hubs to respond to the opportunities and prospects of its local communities. PNU North Luzon, the Indigenous People Education Hub, offers a customized curriculum suitable for IP knowledge and identity. PNU South Luzon, the Technology and Livelihood Education Hub, is dedicated to producing teachers for the different specializations in TLE. PNU Visayas, the Environment and Green Technology Education Hub, provides training on renewable energy, waste management, and other environment-related concerns. PNU Mindanao, the Multicultural Education Hub, promotes varying cultures based on ethnicity and identity. PNU serves as the lead shepherd in significant networks and organizations such as the Association of Southeast Asian Teacher Education Network, the Philippine Teacher Education Network, the National Network of Normal Schools, and the Philippine Higher Education Research Consortium. PNU also takes an active role in educational consortium in the Asia-Pacific region. Among them, the Consortium of Asia-Pacific Education Universities, the Asian University Presidents Forum, the Association of Southeast Asian Institutions of Higher Learning, and the Association of Universities in the Asia and the Pacific. PNU leads by example in the hope that through collaboration, teacher education can make a mark for relevance and leadership in the global context. In its 116 years of existence, the Philippine Normal University believes that it has created a niche in building the nation. Now, it faces the challenges of the unfolding future. We are confident that our unified goal for teacher education will help us fulfill our vision for the future. We are PNU. We nurture innovative teachers.
University South Luzon Campus, formerly known as PNU Quezon Campus in Lopez, Quezon, originally started in a consortium program in teacher education together with the Polytechnic University of the Philippines in 13 years of educational partnership. The consortium agreement expired. In 1993, the operation of the PNU teacher education continued in Lopez Quezon through a memorandum of agreement penned by the leadership of PNU with the provincial and local government of Quezon and the Department of Education, Culture and Sports. Hence, the campus stayed in the compound of Lopez National Comprehensive High School from 1993 to 1996. In a span of 6 years, the campus had eventually acquired its own 1-hectare site through the donation from the provincial government. In 1999, the campus transferred to its own site where a 2-story building has been constructed there. Welcome to our home. Addressing this aspect about the learning environment improves the quality of education and learning effectiveness. Philippine Normal University South Luzon campus secures an environment which is conducive to the learning of each of its students. The best schools encourage quality education for all. PNUSL is determined to maximize its available resources in order to give the students the best so that they can become educators of the future. Philippine Normal University South Luzon campus has started to produce top-notchers in the licensure examination for teachers since 2003. PNUSL also offers a top-notch let review program and bridging program. Faculty members manifest academic competence in knowledge production, sharing, and management. Alongside rigid academic training, PNUSL also gives an equal attention in forming the values, skills, attitude, and knowledge of the 21st century learners and teachers.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the career orientation for Freshies. And to formally start our program, let us hear the opening remarks from the Director of the Office of Student Services, Dr. Amor F. Luniza.
Thank you so much, Hannah. To our Executive Director and Provost, Dr. Roel B. Avila, to the Dean for Academics and TLE, Dr. Rodrigo Abines, to the Director for Finance and Administration, Professor Reynald M. Cacho, to all the faculty members who are here, to all the students, staff, and to all our viewers in our YouTube Live. Good morning. Career orientation is an inclusive term which usually describes a range of interventions including career education and counseling that help students to develop and use knowledge and skills and attitudes in making decisions on their study and work options and life roles. So welcome to Freshies Career Orientation. This activity aims to inform Freshies of the course from which they can choose as their major. It will also discuss educational and career opportunities, options of the courses they will choose as their major, and to acquaint Freshies of the process in choosing and enrolling in the major course. So with this activity, ang ating mga Freshies ay matutulungan makapag-decide kung ano bang major ang kanilang i-enroll since malapit na ang enrollment natin for the second term. Freshies, sit back and relax, and I hope this will help you decide what course to take after this activity. Kung kayo ba ay pupunta sa HE, pupunta ba kayo sa Agri-Fishery Arts, or sa BEMC? Good morning.
Thank you, Mama Amor. And now, without further ado, let us hear from the in charge of the Home Economic Groups, Professor Aaron Jed Y. Tumbali.
Good morning. Okay, so allow me to share my screen. Sana, okay na ba? Okay
Yes
na yung...
po.
Okay. Okay, so good morning, freshmen, freshies. Okay, so my task is to present the BTLE-HE or the Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education major in Home Economics. Okay, so let me start with this. Okay, so the BTLE program of PNU South Luzon is based on the CHED Memorandum Order number 78 series of 2017. Okay, so it is outcomes based and uh, the program goes beyond the minimum standards. Okay, so other universities offer this program, but in PNUSL, we have a twist or we go beyond the minimum standards set by CHED. Okay, so in this program, the salient features, okay, so the program is incorporated with K-12 enhanced curriculum, the Philippine Qualifications Framework, the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, Philippine TVET Trainers Assessors Qualifications Framework, and training regulations. Okay, so based on these salient features, it can be noted that if you are a graduate or if you are a holder of this program, you can teach in the K-12 curriculum and in TESDA schools. Okay, or DepEd schools and TESDA schools. Okay, so let's have this one. Okay, so if you have completed the requirements of BTLE major in home economics, you will be qualified to take the licensure examination for teachers and practice the teaching profession in the field of TLE, specifically home economics. Okay? As EPP teachers, okay, for grades 4 to 6, EPP in public school, okay, so the TLE is in Filipino or Tagalog, so EPP, Edukasyong Pandahanan at Pangkabuhayan. In some private schools, kasi preferred nila ang English as medium of instruction, the term used is HELE or Home Economics and Livelihood Education. Okay, and then TLE or Technology and Livelihood Education from grade 6 to grade 10. Okay, and then 11 and 12, we have the TVL or the Technical Vocational Livelihood Education. Okay, so for this program, you will be prepared to become TLE teachers, EPP teachers, or HELE teachers. Okay, so from grades 4 to 8. Okay, so dito pa lang yun sa first bullet. But since the minimum that this program goes beyond the minimum standards set by CHED, okay, so this program, the BTLE-HE, will also qualify you to become TVET trainers and assessors. Okay, so we have, sa first bullet, you can teach in DepEd schools, both private and public. For this second bullet, TVET trainers and assessors work in TESDA schools or TESDA institutions. Okay, so you can also work as TVET trainers and assessors after completing the requirements of BTLE program. After you have obtained the appropriate certification, I hope that you are familiar with the national certificates. There are 4 levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. For home economics, the lowest level is level 2, meaning to say rank and file. Okay, so ito yung actual workers na merong workers with freedom to make decisions in the workplace. Level 3 is supervisory. Level 4 is managerial. Okay, so I have mentioned that supervisory and managerial, okay, because this program will not only qualify you to become teachers, but also to work as industry practitioners. Okay, so in my third bullet, Okay, so you may proceed to practice careers in various sectors of industry as entrepreneurs and industry practitioners. Okay, so with this program, you are hitting two birds, no, in one stone, to become teachers and to become industry practitioners. Okay, so to make it specific, okay, so this program will prepare you to become basic education EPP, HELE, or TLE teachers, to become TESDA trainer or assessor, to become a sous chef or the assistant of the chef, okay, become chef or cook. It depends. It depends if you pass the national assessment being facilitated by TESDA. You can be a captain waiter, okay, a food and beverage service attendant. You can become a pastry chef or a pastry sous chef or the assistant of the pastry chef or baker, okay, cake decorator, food stylist, okay, naulit na yung baker, front desk officer, interior decorator, dressmaker or tailor, caregiver, entrepreneur, craftsman, family and relationship advisor, housekeeping attendant, and room service attendant. Okay, so these are just few of the many. Of course, it depends. It depends on your interest. Okay, so let me show you or let me present to you the courses in this program. Okay, so the BPLE program, HE, is composed of general education courses, 36 units. You are taking these courses, I think, for the first few terms. Okay, hopefully you finish your general education courses. Then you will have professional education courses, 45 units, exploratory courses. These are the courses of the four areas of TLE: HE, agriculture, industrial arts, and ICT, plus entrepreneurship. And then you will have the major courses, 39 units, research courses, 6 units, mandated courses, 12 units, such as the NSTP and PE, and you have 6 units of foreign language. Okay, so for the exploratory courses, you will have two exploratory courses per area of TLE. Okay, so for industrial arts, you have 2. Okay, so I hope you have ideas what is this all about, industrial arts. This cover electronics, electricity, automotive, SMAU or shielded metal arc, okay, refrigeration and air conditioning. Okay, so those are just some of the industrial arts. Exploratory. Okay, so when you say exploratory, you will be learning the tools and equipment needed in those areas. Okay, how to do the measurement and computation or calculations. What are the occupational health and safety standards? Okay, how to plan? Okay, how to interpret layouts, etc. Okay, so and another 2 exploratory courses for home economics literacy for a while. Up. Okay, and then for home economics literacy, family and consumer life skills. Then you will have 2 exploratory courses for ICT, 2 exploratory for agri-fishery arts. You have entrepreneurship and technology for teaching and learning. Okay. Even your majorship is home economics, still you will be taking these courses or courses under agriculture and ICT, IA, because in the actual workplace as EPP, or teachers. Okay, so you will not just teach home economics but also other areas of TLE. But for even grade 7 and 8. But for higher levels, for instance, you can also teach in grade 9, grade 10, 11 to 12 actually. Okay? However, it depends if you will pursue or pass the national assessment for you to get the national certification. Okay, so if you have NC, you can specialize in HE. Okay, so you can only teach HE in grades 9 and 10, 11, 12. Okay, so and another consideration is it depends on the school. There are schools na talagang jack of all trades pa rin ang TLE. But most schools, okay, following the DepEd orders, memorandum orders, okay, dapat mga specialists ang nagtuturo ng TLE from grades 9 to 12. Okay, so hindi na dapat jack of all trades, master of none. And then for the home economics major courses, okay, so as you can see, okay, so we have here introduction to travel and tourism services, home management. Home management here includes housekeeping in hotels. Okay, so and then fundamentals of baking and pastry arts, food service management, food science and nutrition, food preservation and processing, then consumer education, home and family living, clothing and construction design, arts and design, cosmetology, and home nursing. Home nursing includes competencies relevant to caregiving. Okay, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the first 6 bullets, these are all courses for tourism education, hospitality education. Okay, so that is why, kung naalala nyo kanina doon sa previous slide ko, the industry works presented more on tourism industry. Okay, so let me just reiterate this. For home management, after taking this course, you are expected, okay, it is not compulsory, but we encourage you to take the housekeeping NC2 national certification. Okay? Sige. For the fundamentals of baking and pastry arts, after this, you are encouraged to take the NC of bread and pastry production NC2. For food service management, food and beverage service NC2 and NC3. Okay, so again, for NC2, it's more on rank and file. NC3, supervisory. Food science and nutrition, food preservation and processing. Okay, so you are not required to take all the NCs. Okay, kasi pag tinake nyo lahat din ng NCs, parang mas mahihirapan kayo. Pwede naman yan later, after this program, you can take all the NCs related to home economics. But for the meantime, because hindi lang naman home economics courses yung kukunin nyo, there are other courses like yung Gen Ed, professional education, at least one NC before you graduate. Okay, so at least one NC. Kung may NC na kayo na nakuha nyo when you were in senior high school, better. Okay yan. Or kung gusto nyo pa siyang dagdagan, so pwede kayo mag-take ng NC during this, while you are taking this program. Okay, so why is there a need? No? Why is it important for you to become a holder while you are taking this program? Because you will have courses related to trainer's methodology. Okay, remember, this program will also prepare you to become Tibet trainer, Tibet assessor. Okay, so in preparation for that, you need to have national certification of at least one qualification. Okay, so the term qualification refers to the title of the test, the courses. one qualification is either bed and pace reproduction NC2, housekeeping NC2. You need to have at least one NC because you cannot prepare your portfolio to become Tibet trainer or assessor or Tibet training program developer without NC. Okay, so that is a major requirement for you to have at least one NC during this program before you take the course or courses related to training or trainers methodology. Okay, but there are also courses here in home economics which do not require national assessment. Okay, like home and family living, wala namang NC yan. So, consumer education also, wala yang national certification or national assessment sa TESDA. Arts and design or handicrafts, wala rin yang NC. Okay? Ang may NC dyan, cosmetology. Okay? May NC2 tayo sa beauty care. NC2, home nursing, caregiving NC2. Okay? So those are the major courses under home economics. Okay, so aside from those courses, you will also have these courses. Okay, so you have for as of this moment, you have 2 practicum, okay, or practical courses. Okay, so you have your practice teaching 1. Here you will observe, no, you will conduct your field study, you will observe classes. Hopefully, by the time na kukunin nyo itong course na to, nakabalik na tayo sa dati natin, no, sa normal life natin. Of course, dapat may natutunan na rin tayo. Okay? And then for practice teaching 2, here you will act, no? You will teach, no? You will act as a student teachers or a practice teachers. You will apply all the learnings you gained from this program. Okay? So nasa school kayo ng practice teaching 1, practice teaching 2, and we have industry exposure course. Ito naman ay for proposal because here you will be applying the learnings, the competencies you gained from the major courses. Okay, so you will work in a restaurant, no, to practice the competencies related to food service management or food and beverage services. You will work in a pastry shop or kahit saan na industry. Okay? It depends on the availability of the industry. Okay, pero ito ay for proposal. Why is there a need for this kind of course? Because this is a requirement for you to become a Tibet trainer and Tibet assessor. Okay? Okay, so yan. So here are my references. Yan. Okay, so if you have questions now, so hopefully I can answer your questions. O meron po ba tayo ngayong question and answer? Miss Hannah?
Sir Jed, I think we can proceed po sa Q&A later after no.
Miss Hannah, pwede bang ngayon na yung Q&A ng HE kasi mag-out kasi ako eh.
Okay po, sige. Let's give time na po sa Q&A. So, sa Freshies na may questions, go ahead. You can ask your questions. You can unmute your mics or i-chat dito sa chat box. Check natin sa YouTube live kung meron.
Baka hindi pa nagsisink in sa kanila, no? Siguro later, kapag meron tanong, pwede naman mag-message, di ba, sa ating Facebook, tapos i-send na lang sa akin, so kung sino mang in charge dun sa program. Ganun na lang po siguro, Miss Hannah, no? Baka kasi
Sige po,
ngayon
sige po.
hindi pa nagsisink in sa kanila.
Okay po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jed. I hope unti-unting na-enlighten ng Freshies sa naging discussion ni Sir Jed. For the next program, for the Bachelor of Mathematics and Science in Elementary Education, let us hear it from Professor Carmela O. Capanzana. Ma'am Carmela? Mukhang wala pa si Ma'am Carmela. So Ma'am Amor, pwede po bang sa AFA muna tayo? I think wala pa po si Ma'am Carmela. So let's proceed
Sige,
po
sige.
muna sa Agri-Fishery Arts. Let us have Engineer Maria Gracia R. Samson.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Pwede bang mag-share ng ng screen?
Yes po ma'am, go ahead po.
Okay. Nakikita na ba?
Yes po, kita na po.
Good morning. I'm about to present here the program under Agri-Fishery Arts, a Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, major in Agri-Fishery Arts. So some of parts na na-discuss ni Sir Jed ay applicable din sa ating Agri-Fishery Arts. Kasi iisa lang naman yung pinaka-umbrella, which is BTLE. So ngayon, mag-focus tayo, yung focus may discussion or presentation sa agri-fishery related. So we will know what do you need to know about the agri-fishery arts. So this course or major is designed to provide the student with adequate knowledge, skill relating to agriculture and aquaculture. When you say aquaculture, this is a fish farming. So bagong tawag lang yung aquaculture. So hindi lang ito ang matututunan ninyo under just only farming or fishing. So we have learned various types that are connected to our jobs such as food processing, rubber production, animal production, or landscaping installations. Then, to be specific, animal production, meron tayo ditong mga tackle natin yung in general, the animal health and management. Then poultry, large ruminants, and swine. So we have also deals with the crops pertaining agricultural crops production, organic agriculture, the IPM or integrated pest management, and horticulture. And we also learn here about the landscaping installation and maintenance. Sa food processing, meron tayo ditong fish product packaging, hindi lang sa fish, vegetable, it includes also vegetable, fruits, and this fish. Then sa fishery, under sa fishery, we have fish wrap operation, slaughtering operation. Dapat ayaw yan. Then, lahat ng subject natin we offer you can earn a national certificate. Usually, ang pinakamalapit nating TESDA school here is the Quezon National Agriculture School, nandiyan sa Pagbilao. So, lahat ng ating mga i-discuss ngayon ng mga subject o major subject ng other agri-fishery arts ay nakaano yan, you can earn national certificate. So, ipapakita lang natin yung inyong transcript of record or right after the subject na merong NC, pwede na kayong mag-assessment kasi nakuha na natin sa subject. So, yun ang sabi ng TESDA dito sa PNUSL. And then, as future educator, you can inspire your student in the field of animal science. So, pwede yung, since na agri-fishery art educators kayo, you can inspire your student to take the courses under animal science, to be horticulturist, related in agribusiness, also agricultural engineering course, fishery and forestry. So ganyan kalawak yung pwedeng makuha ng mga maituro ninyo sa inyong mga estudyante. And then sa inyo naman as a future student and agri-fishery arts graduates, you can be fish farm manager. You can be a farm manager on hindi lang sa fish, pati rin sa mga like for example yung Santino farm, yan. You can be a commercial like commercial farmer, agriculturist, a livestock, especially since na meron tayong mga livestock, animal growth production, agri-tech technologies, aquatic ecologies, and development researcher. So, we discuss natin itong program outcome. So, BTLE graduates have the ability to, you can demonstrate the competency required as ito yung binanggit ni Sir Jed, the Tibet Trainers Assessors Qualification Frameworks. So, since na meron tayo mga NC, you can and then na meron tayo yung subject na TM, so you need the assessment para you can be a assessors in the future. So you can demonstrate broad and coherent meaningful knowledge and skill in technology and livelihood education. You can apply minimal supervision, specialized knowledge and skills in TLE. So nabanggit yan ni Sir Jed, help you to become a manager 1, 2, 3, ganyan. Merong pagkakas level, Depende sa inyong level. So demonstrate higher level literacy, communication, numeracy, critical thinking, and learning skill needed for higher learning. Then, manifest a deep and principled understanding of the learning process and the role of teachers in facilitating this process in their student. So, yeah. And last, show deep principle understanding to show educational process relate to larger historical, social, and cultural political process. And you can apply a wide range of teaching process. So you can develop a curriculum, can be educational assessment, teaching approaches, and you can reflect on the relationship among the teaching process skills, learning processing in the student, nature of the content, student subject matter, and other factors affecting educational process in order to constantly improve their knowledge or teaching knowledge, skill, and practices. So, ano ba yung brand? What would be the brand of PNU Technology Livelihood Education? So you can be innovative and entrepreneurial leadership, a holistic in approach, grounded on strong moral and ethical principle, and research and service learning oriented, and technologically responsive. So we'll discuss here yung mga major subject you're going to take. So meron kayong exploratory that home economics take also, industrial arts 1 and 2, home economics and literacy, introduction to family and consumer life skills. In ICT, you have specialization 1 and 2. And even though you have, you're taking this agri-fishery arts, you have a major exploratory subject in agri-fishery arts part 1 and part 2. Then including here the entrepreneurship and technology for teaching and learning too. So some of the description taking subject in agri-fishery arts, yung ngayon second sem, ang second term, you're going to take the agri-fishery arts part 1. So it is an overview of agri-fishery arts discipline, including the philosophy area of specialization, role in societal development. So the taking agri-fishery arts 2, this is a continuation of 1. So particularly medyo i-specialize na natin ng konti ito, no? Lalaliman na natin. Pertaining in agri-fishery such as agricultural crop production, animal production, aquaculture, fish capture, and organic agriculture, and others. Then the next major is sustainable crop production. So we will study here the principle and approaches about the crops, its present pests and diseases, application for effective management and control of agriculture production. In organic farming, by the way class, lahat itong binabanggit ko, umpisa dito sa crop production, meron itong NC2. So pag nakita ito sa transcript na you took the subject during your college na meron kayong crop production, you can then get the crop production national certificate 2 in TESDA. It is also here in organic farming. Ganun din dito sa organic farming. So we will discuss the combination of conventional and organic farming. So its principle and differences in plant nutrition, importance and main principles of farm animal breeding in relation to nutrition balance in organic farming. And here, we have here horticulture, the same. So dalawang klase ang pwede nyo makuha sa horticulture, NC and horticulture NC2 and horticulture NC3. So yung design ng ating program, ang ating subject is designed for horticulture NC3. So it is required knowledge and skill on the various practices in growing, processing and marketing horticultural crops, and high economic importance in this in the area, a service area or as community that we have. Dito rin natin sa horticulture, dito natin mapag-aaralan din yung mga how to propagate plants like in form of budding, grafting, and marketing. Yan. Then integrated pest management. So in-include ko rin ito because this subject inihiwalay namin. Pwede naman ito kasi isama sa mga ibang subject like horticulture, organic agriculture, or organic agriculture and crop production. But iniwalay natin itong pest and integrated pest management because napaka-prominent na mga questions. Maraming question itong lumalabas sa board exam. So para magkaroon tayong focus, talagang iniwalay namin itong subject na to, create ng isang subject. So you introduce here the theory and practices integrated pest management in major agronomic and horticultural crops. So pertaining pasturing, pasture system, land cropland, and urban settings. Okay, we have a 3 major subject under in animal husbandry. So, meron tayong ditong number 1, animal growth production 1, poultry. So, nakapokus siya sa poultry. So, pag sinabing poultry, maraming, hindi lang chicken, no? Maraming, including all the birds like duck, geese, also quail. So under guinea fowls, ano, yung mga ganyan, and other game birds. So we will learn here the concept and principle, culling, breed and breedings, feed and feedings, their housing requirements and equipment, how to treat their diseases and pests, and then marketing and dressing and cuffing. So animal growth production tool, may ang focus nito naman ay related sa swine. So the same the concept and principles in the culling and breeding, but pertaining here sa purely sa swine. Kasi meron namang NC rin ito ng may mga NC ito ng ng bawat isa sa national certificate. So tatanungin ng NC pwede niyo ipakita na you have a subject reproduction, animal growth production. In poultry, meron NC din to, then swine, and also the next major is ruminants. So dito sa ruminants, we'll discuss the large and small ruminants. So ito na yung mga yung mga baka, ganyan, kalabaw, bayo. So including yan sa mga large ruminants. So small ruminants kasama na dito yung pinaka like rabbit, goat, yan. So mga ruminants. Sheep. So meron din yung NC. Fish farming, you can search here ang ay fish aquaculture. So may NC rin ng aquaculture somewhere here in may school na dito sa Quezon din, na isang school na national certificate din ng aquaculture. So we will study here the water quality, production system, spawning, and a common fish culture in the community. We are lucky to have a national brackish center here ng BIFAR. So yung isa sa mga national center ng BIFAR sa brackish water nandito sa atin sa Quezon, nandyan sa Pagbilao. So madali tayong makahingi ng mga, pwede tayong kung makakabalik na tayo sa normal na setup sa in your fourth year, meron tayong pwedeng puntahan na training, training on the job training natin. Pwede tayo sa BIFAR. BIFAR is a Bureau of Fishery and Arts Fishery and Aquatic Resources. So yung pwede natin ma-apply itong mga natutunan natin ito sa kanila. Sa school na pwede natin apply sa kanila. Fish gear, repair and maintenance. Meron din itong NC. So yung to be orient in fishing gear and repair and maintenance. Ito naman ang NC naman ito somewhere here, medyo malayo to sa atin. Actually I search kung ano yung pwedeng saan tayo pwedeng mag-NC, kasi depende sa inyo kung saan yung fields in agri-fishery arts, kung yung sinasabi kanina ni Sir Jen, na magpili kayo ng specialist, isang NC lang, then mag-specialize kayo para maging assessor. So sa dami nating pwedeng mapili ninyong isa lang at least dito. So like here, kung magustuhan nyo yung fishing gear and repair maintenance, medyo malayo nga ang sabi ko dito somewhere in Malabon, kasi meron din isa pang national center din doon, ang BIFAR. Then fish captured and processing deals with harvesting and delivering seafood products. So dito naman more in fish cages. So more in ang papag-aaralan natin dito is sa dagat. Like yung fish farming in aquaculture, more in fish cage, fish pond. So mga earthly kumbaga parang pond, So yun yung difference ng dalawa. So we have 3 major subject in fishery arts. And then we have also, meron tayong food processing and packaging technology. So meron tayong pag-aralan natin pertaining fruits, vegetable, fish, meat, and poultry. So meron din itong NC, meron din itong parang training din also for to take in NC dyan sa CUNAS. So food processing. Then rudiments of landscaping. So it introduces student to the principal design and underlying principle of tourism and landscaping. So maganda tong subject na to. Lalo na hindi lang ito yung mahilig sa paghahalaman, ano, yung meron din artistic quality or artistic talent sa talaga sa pagdi-design, no. Napakamahal bayad dito sa pagla-landscaping at in demand sa trabaho ito sa Middle East, ano, pagka if you have earned the national certificate here and then you have at least 1 to 2 years experience sa pagla-landscape. So kung ayaw nyo muna kagad magturo at gusto nyo mga ibang bansa, isa itong magsasuggest ko sa inyo na i-focus nyo itong landscaping. So we have a soft, may hard landscaping na tayong na mga nakaka-categorize. Then science for agriculture and fisheries. So ito yung parang pinaka overview ng lahat ng majorship natin. So kaya medyo nasa unang subject, unang major itong itinitake ng science for agriculture and fisheries. It is a concept or basic concept, theories, and principle pertaining botany, zoology, and ecology. So, then, sa pagtitake naman ng board exam, you're going to take a secondary level, a major in agriculture. So licensure examination for teacher exam, secondary level, major in agriculture and fishery arts major. So ito, kumbaga solo talaga ito ng board exam ng TLE. So namatagal na. So kumbaga bukod talaga itong agri-fishery arts major na to. So ang kanyang coverage ay yung kanyang content ay functional knowledge, application knowledge, breed in farm animal and fish, pests and disease affecting both animal and fish propagation. So and then marketing strategies. So may subject ko yung mga entrepreneurship and then ini-integrate ko na sa bawat subject itong isang aspect na ito, itong marketing strategies. And then proper care and management of agricultural and fish products. So dito pumapasok yung napag-aralan ninyong mga food processing. Then in functional application knowledge, 25%. So ang coverage niya about the plants and fish propagation. So magkakasama na dito yung pinag-aralan sa horticulture, crop production, and organic agriculture sa plant and fish propagation, yung tatlong major na sinabi ko, fish gear maintenance, fish farming, and the captured and fish captured. Then breeds of animal and fish, so 15%, so 25 plus 15%, so we have 40%, then you to be acquainted with different breeds of farm animal and fish na nire-raise natin in the Philippines. So kung farm animals, so nandito na yung pinag-aralan nating swine, poultry, and ruminants. Then pests and diseases affecting animals and fish propagation. You can see we have they give a 20% in board exam. So medyo mabigat yung pests and diseases. So kaya hiniwalay natin yung IPM para in preparation for this. 20% yan ng board exam. So to develop and familiarity with the different pests and diseases affecting animal and fish propagations. And then remedial measure against pests and diseases. So lahat ng ating subject ay may mga laging may mga incorporated yan ng mga about pests and diseases. Then marketing strategies in industry and entrepreneurship, this is 20%. The same way. So bukod na since na we have a subject in entrepreneur, so you can also since na agri-fishery arts kayo, major, then tapos makikita sa transcript nyo na meron kayong entrepreneurship, you can justify na makakuha kayo ng NC ng agricultural entrepreneurship. So meron niyang kinakandak din sa Candelaria, dyan sa may isang farm dyan na nag-ANC sila doon. So agricultural entrepreneurship. So NC1, actually ako yun NC1, 2, 3. So you can get NC2, dapat magkakaiba naman ng ano yan. So you can demonstrate knowledge in functions and principles and theories of management, marketing strategies, which benefit the industry. So kumbaga supply and demands, ano, lumalabas dito mga questions. And then some mathematics, computation pertaining in economics. So dito lumalabas yung mga board exam. Then manifest this desirable attitude and values in retail selling. Then explain the different parts of the business plan, project, and feasibility study. So ito yung i-announce ng nung part na yan. And then 80% plus 20% proper care and maintenance or management of agri-fishery products. So 20%. So per subject, may naka-incorporate na ito kung paano ba yung proper care with the animal, proper care with the fish and in fishing industry and the crops, ano. So including the financial statement, yan, balance sheet, so income statement, capital statement. So ito yung pwedeng ituro ng entrepreneur subject ninyo. Then realize the importance and proper care of management in field of agriculture and fishery product. Discuss importance in agriculture, fishery arts, and economic growth of the country. So yan yung ano natin, at ito yung pinaka almost na pag nakapasa kayo dito, so sa board exam, pag taking this course, ito yung iti-take ninyong board exam. So at least as early ay at least nakita nyo na yung mga opportunity that you have in taking agri-fishery arts. So at saka yun nga, madalang kasing kumukuha nito at maraming sa area natin, ano, sa nag-ikot kami diyan na nagka-camping kami diyan sa ano, talagang halos walang specialized dito, no, walang sa agri-fishery arts na teacher. So kaya tama nga yung sabi ni Sir Jet, kung magkakaroon ka ng specialization, kayo lagi na yung matatap. So kayo na yung sa pagka kayo ay nando na sabi nga ni Sir ay you can teach element grade 4 to 6, 7, and 8. Pero minsan dahil kulang nga ang mga agri-fishery arts teacher, napagtuturo na rin kayo ng hanggang 9 and 9, grades 9 to 12. So yun ang opportunity na meron talaga kayo na if you're taking the agri-fishery arts competency. So yun lang po. Be an awe-inspired for greener future. Thank you, and God bless us all. Ano ba ako mag-stop sharing na dito?
Ayan. Okay, thank you, Ma'am Grace. So, allow me to first share my screen po. Ayan. Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay, kita na po ba?
Yes.
Ma'am Hana, kita na po?
Yes po, okay na po.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, to our Director of the Office of the Student Services, Dr. Amor F. Lunisa, to my co-program coordinator, Sir Jed and Ma'am Grace, to my co-faculty members who are also advisors, and of first year, to To Hannah and Josh, okay, our technical staff, thank you. And of course, to our students, a pleasant morning to everyone. So earlier, Sir Jed and Mom Grace have already oriented you on the offering of the BTLE programs, majoring in home economics and agri-fisheries and arts. So now, as the program coordinator of BIMC, which is the Bachelor in Mathematics and Science Elementary Education, so I will be orienting you about this program. Okay. Actually, the BIMC program has been approved by the Board of Regents in 2014, and it was later revised and refined in 2018. And finally, it was approved to be offered in our campus in 2019. One of the bases of offering the BIMC program in our campus is that in the 27 years of its existence, PNU South Luzon has produced 14 top-notchers in the licensure examination for teachers elementary level. And with the offering of the BIMC program, which is, of course, it focuses on elementary education, specializing in mathematics and science, hopefully, we'll be able to produce top-notchers again. And we did it before, and I believe we can do it again. Okay. So before I present to you, okay, wait lang. Medyo naglalag. Okay. Sige. So before I present to you the courses or the subjects being included in our BIMC curriculum, let's first, or you may reflect on these questions so that it will help you in choosing, okay? Maybe BIMC is your course, okay? So the first question is, are you fascinated with mathematics? How about science? Okay. Do you enjoy doing calculations or conducting laboratory experiments when you were in junior high school or senior high school or even in elementary? Okay. To help you answering these questions, let me show you some of the interesting facts about mathematics and science that I have researched from the internet. Okay, the first one. Okay? Sikada's life cycle. Sikada in Tagalog, that is kuliglig. Okay, kuliglig siya. So Sikada's life cycle, did you know that Sikada's life cycle is based on prime numbers? Before they come out to mate, okay, cicadas incubate underground for 13 or 17 years. And 13 and 17 are both prime numbers. So imagine how long. And it's very interesting that their incubation period takes 13 or 17 years. Okay, another example for math. Did you know that the spiral shapes of sunflowers, okay, which is based on the arrangement of its seeds, yung mga buto niya, follow the Fibonacci sequence wherein adding the two preceding numbers in the sequence of this Fibonacci gives you the next number. For example, here, okay? So if you will closely look at the arrangement of the seeds in a sunflower and you imagine the Fibonacci sequence, it works like this. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then the two preceding numbers here, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8, 5 plus 8 equals 13, 8 plus 13 equals 21, 13 plus 21 equals 34. Okay, so actually there are different plants, there are other plants and organisms which also follow the Fibonacci sequence. So we can really see mathematics working in the natural world. Okay, for science, sige, for science naman. Did you know that the adult human skeleton has 206 bones? And the smallest is the stapes or stirrup, which is the innermost of 3 bones in the middle ear. The femur or the thigh bone is the longest and strongest, and the tibia in the lower leg is the second largest in the human skeleton. What you may not know is that babies are born with about 270 bones, okay? Some fuse together as their bodies grow. So mas marami pala yung babies kaysa sa ating mga adults. Okay? Last one for science. Did you know that seahorses don't have stomachs? Just intestines for the absorption of nutrients from food. The food passes through their digestive system rapidly. So they eat plankton and small crustaceans almost constantly. So they have this high, or very fast metabolism. And as you can see here, we have this, mating, female and male. And I have read that males, it is actually the males that get pregnant. So sila pala yung nabubuntis, hindi yung female. So you may ask why. Okay? It's because the male, okay, the male has the pouch. And then what the female does is that the female deposits the egg cells on the pouch where it is being fertilized. And then later on, the male will deliver the babies, or the male will give birth to the babies. So ganun pala yung sa seahorses. Okay? So with this, I hope that you already have an answer with the first question if you are fascinated with math and science. Yan. Okay? So for the next question, I want to give you the second question. Do you see yourself teaching elementary students, especially with math and science lessons? Okay? So if your answer for this questions is yes, it's more likely that BIMC is your course. Okay? You may consider it as your course. Okay? So you may choose it later. So what is BIMC? So the Bachelor in Mathematics Science Elementary Education program, okay, was adopted and offered in our campus by virtue of the University Memorandum number 74, series of 2019, with the BOR resolution number U 3009, series of 2019, and it was effective school year 2019-2020. That's why the pioneering batch is which is already in second year, started last year, okay, which is the 2019-2020 school year. Specifically, the BIMSI program aims to produce innovative educators who are proficient in teaching mathematics and science in the elementary level. So I just want to emphasize this. This is the difference of the BIMSI program from the BTLE program. Okay, it only centered on, or it is only applicable for teaching in elementary level, not in high school level. Okay. This program also offers mathematics and science related courses, and to promote our hubness, or being a TLE hub, it also offers, or it also includes elective courses integrating TLE. Okay, so what are those courses? Okay. For the math and science elective courses, if you will take BIMC, you will have, or you will take the following: number theory, college and advanced algebra, plane and solid geometry, elementary statistics and probability, and then for science, you will have integrated science for elementary 1, 2, and 3. Currently, the second year BIMC students is already taking the first math elective course, which is number theory, under my class. And then for the integrated science for elementary 1, they're currently taking this under Ma'am Brenda Villamore's class. Okay? So yan. For the TLE, integrated elective courses, you may choose from the Foundations of Entrepreneurship, okay, elementary cooking and baking, and organic farming. So even though you will not you have, I think this is what is special about the BIMSI program. So compared to the BIMSI program offered by other campuses like in PNU Manila, PNU Visayas, PNU North Luzon, PNU Mindanao, our BIMSI program here in PNU South Luzon has this TLE integrated elective courses. Okay? So yan. So meron tayong ganyang mga specialized courses. So aside from this, you will also have syempre of course the Gen Ed and the Prov Ed courses that will also be taken by the BTLE majors. So pare-parehas lang, but this is the difference, okay, of the BIMSI program from other programs. It really specializes in math and science elective courses. Okay? So to help you in deciding, okay, or yes, in evaluating whether you will choose BIMC, I ask the permission of my students to share, okay? So why they took or why they chose BIMC. Okay? So this is what they say. I chose BIMC because I want to learn more about science and mathematics, and to share what I have learned to my future and to share what I will learn, okay, to my future students, then prove to them that there's nothing to be afraid of in math and science. Some students nowadays are saying that math is a hard subject, that they can't even deal with it. Okay, that's the reason why I took this specialization, because I wanted to prove to them that mathematics is fun to learn and it's not that hard. I want to be one of the cures now to the students who are experiencing math anxiety. Okay, so another one, so that you will have this idea. Okay, ever since I was in high school, I was really fascinated about the enhancement of modern technologies, conducting various experiments, solving mathematical problems, and improving my critical thinking skills. So I chose BIMC as my course. I chose this course because I'm a naturally curious individual who likes to expand my knowledge about technological advancements in our society, discover new things for the betterment of mankind, and develop a deeper understanding about the world. Aside from that, I really find science and math very interesting. So if you wanted to spice things up by being aware of your surroundings, and if you think that making your own theories or solving mathematical equations are fun and exciting, then I am encouraging you to join us and take the course BIMC. I can assure you that it's going to be a blast experience. Last, I chose BIMC because it poses two things for me: curiosity and challenges. Choosing BIMC is one of the opportunities not just to aid numerophobic pupils in the future, but to help them gain more interest and curiosity in the field of science and math at an early age. Our specialization offers understanding and insights about its applications, especially with the emergence of Education 4.0, wherein technology intersects not just the industry and agriculture, but as well as in education. Other benefits includes you can confidently teach math and science even if it used to be your Waterloo. Because as you progress, you will learn how to innovate yourself. So yeah, so I hope you will have an idea. And then lastly, this is just my advice, ano, when you when you start evaluating what you really wanted to do or to choose. Your future depends on the decisions you will make. And choosing your majorship program is an important decision to make. Okay, so since it is important, give time for it. Okay, really think about it. You should reflect. Okay, pag-isipan mo sa sarili mo, ano ba talagang gusto mo. And once you made a decision, be responsible for that decision because there's no coming back. Okay? Once you made a decision, nandun ka na sa program na yon, it depends on you on what you will do on that program. If you will study well, very good. If not, very bad. Okay? Good luck. Good luck and thank you. That's all. Thank you, ma'am. Amor. Paano ba to stop share? Okay.
Thank you, Ma'am Carmela and Ma'am
Sure.
Grace Rachel.
Thanks.
Can proceed to before tayo before si Sir Noli, no? Maybe we can entertain some questions ng Freshies. Dito po sa I think this is for Sir Jed po pero wala na dito si Sir Jed, but maybe the other faculty and program coordinators can answer this po. Dito sa ating YouTube live, from Miss Sherilyn Ferman. Good morning po. Pwede po kaya yung mag-major ng HE, then mag-masteral ng ibang subject para makapagturo din ng ibang subject? Thank you po. Yung Ma'am Grace and Ma'am Carmela, maybe you can answer po.
Si Ma'am Grace yan.
Okay, ang tanong ay magte-take ng home economics na majorship, then magma-masteral ng ibang subject. So
para makapagturo ng ibang subject.
Kasi sa masteral titignan kasi yung yung field of specialization mo. So i-align ka niyan. So vertically articulated. So kung halimbawa HE ka tapos hindi yun ang ima-master mo, mahihirapan ka rin sa promotion mo bilang teacher kasi hindi ka na vertically articulate. So kumbaga pag-isipan mong mabuti kung ano yung majorship na kukuhanin mo kasi it will affect sa pagmamasteral mo or even the doctoral degree mo. So dapat kasi vertically articulate. Sabi nga dapat hindi tayo jack of all trade, master of none. Di ba? Yun yung ano eh. So sana ma-realize mo rin yan kapag sa mga endeavors mo sa susunod.
Yeah, tama si Ma'am Grace doon sa sinabi niya. Pero if you really want to enroll sa HE and then gusto mong magmasteral at ibang specialization ang kukunin mo, pwede rin naman. Kaya lang medyo matatagalan ka lang kasi alam ko mayroong 1 year na residency, parang bridging program para magkaroon para magkaroon ka ng mga subjects na related doon sa kukunin mong specialization. Parang 1 year residency ang tawag doon or bridging program ang papasukan mo for 1 year.
Yes, ma'am. Opo, tama po si Ma'am Amor, ma'am. Katulad po sa PNU Manila, though sa science naman po yun, kailangan talaga, halimbawa galing ka ng educational management, tapos gusto mo ay mag-science major ka. So magkakaroon talaga ng bridging program muna. Kailangan ay kunin mo muna yung mga courses na related sa science bago ka dumiretso doon kasi educational management yung yung pinanggalingan mo.
Yes, ma'am. And additional
yung mga prerequisites kailangan mong ma-take muna.
So at the same time, pag take mo ng 1 year bridging program, plus magmamasteral ka pa ng 2 to 3 years, depende sa pacing mo, ang mangyayari pa doon, yung opportunity na sana yung promotion ay nakuha mo na para tumaas ang sahod mo. So, madidelay. At the same time, titignan din yung yung board exam na pinasahan mo eh. Kasi doon muna yun ang base ground mo. Ano ba pinasa mong board? Then doon ka ilalagay, doon ka yun ang tuturuan mo. Then biglang maiisip mo, gusto mo palang since na related, malapit ang HE, pwede bang sa science yun or So medyo mahihirapan kapag talaga. So yung opportunity kung talagang matyaga ka mag-intay ng mahabang panahon, okay lang din yun. Pero take the consideration ng mga opportunity pwedeng The same time, marami ka pa rin kakompetensya dun sa field na yon na naghihintay din ng promotion. Since na nandyan ka na sa, halimbawa sa HE, yun ang specialization mo. Ikaw lang yung, mangilan-ngilan lang kayo nag-specialize ng mga ganyang major subject dun sa field ng PLE. Ayun lang.
So, pwede ba akong magdagdag ng konti doon sinabi ni ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Siguro unless na ang tinutukoy ng bata ay gusto niyang maging administrator, di ba? Maging principal or ang kunin niya doon sa management track.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, ang kanya kukunin na major ay yung sa educational management and supervision. So, but just the same, ganun pa rin. Kukuha siya ng bridging program. Kasi galing siya sa HE, di ba? Or even kahit sa BIMC or APA, lahat sila ay, they will be subjected to taking the bridging program. So, yun. Siguro, dun sa, doon sa major na sinabi ko, educational management and supervision. If the student would want to become a principal, a supervisor, or a superintendent, doon siya pupunta. Pero kung ibang majorship yung sinasabi niya, say, for instance, from HE to something like, para maging vertical yung vertical preparation nga, say from home economics, lipat siya sa mathematics, ganun din, meron ding bridging program na kukunin yung bata. At pag sa PNU, syempre, she has to pass the GCAT, yung graduate program, comprehensive examination. Okay?
May question pa po. This is for Ma'am Carmela. Possible po bang makapagturo ka ng high school kung BIMC ang tinapos mo?
Since BIMC is Bachelor in Mathematics and Science Elementary Education, I think it's not possible. Kasi talagang elementary siya eh. So, yun yung nasa record mo. Pag pag nag-board exam ka, syempre yung PRC, yun ang iaano sa'yo, yun ang ilalagay sa'yo talaga doon na elementary education ka. So, kung gusto niya na magturo sa high school, I think pwede siya sa BTLE program. Kasi ang BTLE program, pwede sa high school. Though, pwede siguro kapag sa BIMSI, sa college, pwede siyang magturo. Kapag nag-masteral siya, tapos major niya is math or science, yon. Pero pag high school, I think medyo malabo-labo tayo doon.
Ang kagandahan na lang, ma'am, ng kanyang course ng BIMSI ay so talaga kasi tinitingnan yung board exam na tinake yun ang bearing
Opo.
talaga. So,
Opo.
ang kagandahan lang talaga sa'yo, you can teach yung mga higher grade level, yung grade 5 and grade 6. So, kung magmamasteral ka nga related sa math and science, so pwede kang maging master teacher. So, maganda rin yung opportunity rin ganun.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you, Ma'am Grace, for the input.
We don't have any more questions sa YouTube Live. Baka yung mga kasama natin dito sa Zoom, may questions kayo, you can unmute your mic and ask live ang ating program coordinators.
Additional lang, Ma'am Hana, sa Agri-Fishery Arts. Kasi 'di ba, so ang nabanggit ko kanina, you're going to take the secondary BLEP major in Agri-Fishery Arts. Sa mga student ko ngayon na nagme-majorship ng Agri-Fishery Arts, I usually inspire them na after na makapasa ng LET, they can have a double license, ng licensure examination for agriculture, so LEA. So pwede silang mag-take ng LEA kasi meron akong nabigyan ng idea dito sa PUP, yung kanilang agricultural business course program diyan. Ang tinitake na board exam is LEA. So since na mas marami ang related sa agriculture yung ating mga sa curriculum natin, pwede silang mag-take, you can just medyo maluwag pa kasi ang LEA sa mga nag-units ng agriculture. So pwede silang magkaroon ng double license. Kumbaga, pwede silang magkaroon ng double license. So kung ayaw nila magturo, pwede silang, kung since may license silang ng licensure examination for agriculture, pwede sila sa agriculture, related sa agriculture. So, both private and public. So, yun na yung sinasabi kong pwedeng maging sa field ng mga managerials ng mga sa farm.
Thank you, Ma'am Grace. So, we can now proceed to Sir Nolly's discussion of paano ba ang magiging process ng enrollment and yung mga forms na kailangan nating i-fill for the enrollment. But before that, we hope that you take your time to think about kung ano bang major ang kukunin ninyo, yung interested talaga kayo and ready kayo once you are on that program na. So, let's have the officer in charge, the Registrar's Office, Dr. Nolly M. De Ramos.
Good morning, Ma'am Hana. Good morning kay Ma'am Amor at sa mga program coordinators po natin. So, before since last year, ang choice of kasi nila program ay ginagawa kasi yon. May form po kasi na pinipila pa ng mga students natin. But since we have this pandemic, so we talk na nag-usap kami ni Ma'am Amor na kung pwede gawin namin siyang through Google Form na lang para madali natin din ma-access at malaman kung ano yung mga choice of program ng mga Freshies natin. Okay, so but before answering the survey, so may link po ako na inilagay sa chat box natin, so you can check that later on. So the enrollment for the second year, the first year and the second year will be on December 9 to 12. Okay. So, as of the moment, yung sa third year kasi, supposedly scheduled na nila for enrollment. However, ina-finalize pa kasi namin yung mga subject offerings ng mga third year natin kasi may konting problem doon regarding sa curriculum na i-offer at saka yung ibang mga courses kasi major subjects ay may mga laboratory. So, kailangan namin tingnan ng maigi para yung preparation ng teachers regarding sa subjects ay hindi mahihirapan kung pwede natin siyang pagpapalitin ng ibang mga subjects from different terms. So, we still finalize the subjects offering. So, maybe tomorrow or on Friday, we can have the subjects na offered for the third year and they can enroll. But for the first year, meron pa kayong time na mag-isip hanggang December 9. So mamili na kayo kung ano talaga ang gusto ninyong kuhanin na course. Kasi medyo mahihirapan kayo na mag-shift later on. Halimbawa, nakapili na kayo ng BEMC tapos parang nararamdaman ninyo na hindi pala yun yung gusto ninyo kuhanin. So may mga procedures din kasi tayo na ginagawa dyan. At of course, yung ibang mga subjects na nakuha ninyo, maaring magkaroon kayo ng mga additional subjects. Halimbawa, kung ngayon namili kayo na agri-fishery arts pala yung subjects na kukuha ninyo, tapos later on lilipat kayo ng BEMC, so may mga subjects doon na hindi siya offered for the BEMC, kaya magkakaroon kayo ng mga additional subjects later on. So kaya dapat pag-isipan talaga ninyo kung ano yung major na kukuhanin ninyo kasi ito na yung pinaka ninyo na kapili talaga ng course kung ano yung gusto ninyong kuhanin. At ito na yung dapat i-pursue ninyo hanggang sa mag-graduate kayo. Okay, so yung link na inilagay ko sa chat box, you can copy that and paste to your individual FB group para ma-share natin sa ibang mga Freshies na hindi ngayon available sa Zoom natin, sa Facebook Live, and saka sa YouTube. So para malaman nila na kung paano sila mamili or paano nila pipiliin yung kanila magiging major. Okay, so yun lang po. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Noli. Doc Amor.
Okay na po. I hope ang mga freshmen natin ay enlightened sa kanilang mga narinig sa ating mga program coordinators. So, as Sir Dr. Noli mentioned a while ago, please fill up the forms doon sa ating sa Google na inisend sa inyo ng student government at naka-post din dito sa ating chat box. Kailangan kasing malaman namin ang inyong yung mga choices para sa enrollment. So with that, thank you so much po sa inyong lahat. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Sir Josh. Sa ating pong mga program coordinators, Dr. Noli, thank you po. Sa lahat ng faculty po na nandito, salamat po. May NSTP pa po kayo. Ano po, iwan ko na kayo dito dahil may...
Thank you.
Mamor, pahabol lang po.
Sige
dapat
po, sir.
Yung student po kasi, yung Freshies, kailangan talaga mamili sila ng majorship. Otherwise, hindi sila makakapag-enroll for the second term. Kasi yun na yung magiging basis kung saang major ka pupunta. Okay, so halimbawa hindi ka pa nakapili, so maaaring hindi ka makakapag-enroll kasi may choice of program na doon na pupuntahan mo. Okay, so yun na yung naka-offer kasi for the second term. Yung mga subjects ay naka-offer na siya sa individual program. Okay,
Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Kailan ang enrollment, sir?
The enrollment for the first year and second year will be on December 9 to December 12. Okay? Pero yung sa third year po kasi ngayon, pina-finalize pa namin yung mga subjects. Kasi nga, yung curriculum kasi ng third year ay medyo nakakalito dahil nga yung pina-approve kasi natin sa BOR at yung ina-apply natin ngayon na program, hindi yun yung mga subjects na naka-offer kasi ngayon. So kaya Siguro later on, mag-uusap po kami ni Dean regarding dyan para ma-finalize na namin at ma-set up na namin yung mga subjects offering for the third year. Siguro it will take 1 or 2 days lang naman matatapos na agad yung enrollment for the third year kasi wala naman silang masyadong problema. But yung sa Freshies kasi, kailangan talaga nila mamili ng majorship para yun yung pupuntahan nilang program.
Additional lang, Sir Nolly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ang kagandahan din kasi ng ma-identify ng mga bata kung anong majorship, at least alam na natin ng mga admin yung number of heads kasi baka may possibility na yung isang course, yung isang major ay ma-over ang number ng student, then yung isa naman ma-under, magkulang sa number of class size. So at least ma-identify na yung mga ganong mga pwedeng possible challenges natin. So ma-address kagad. Kaya mas maganda alam na natin kagad na kung ano yung mga i-major nila. So we are encouraging yung mga student na may possibility kasi na itong course A na ito kulang sa estudyante. So pwede natin inspired yung isang grupo na lumipat, mag-change, parang ganon. So, alam na natin yung number.
Kaya mas maganda siguro din na ito na yung ginamit natin ang Google Form para makuha natin agad yung result ng survey. Ma-identify natin agad kung ilan yung numbers for the different programs.
Yes.
At siguro para makapag-adjust pa tayo or makapag-hikayat pa tayo ng ibang mga students na to take the program na kung halimbawa kulang yun or medyo biting dun sa numbers. So para ma-comply or ma-complete natin yung dalawang programs sa BPLA at sa BNC. Sa BPLA kasi meron tayong dalawang strand. Yun nga yung BPLA Agri-Fishery Arts and Home Economics while yung other is yung BNC po. So yun, good luck sa inyo mga Freshies. So please choose wisely. Kasi ito na yung magiging ninyo, program ninyo hanggang sa pag nag-graduate kayo at hanggang makapag-work kayo. Ito na yung program ninyo na dadalhin. So additional din dun sa sinabi kanina sa questions na paano kung mag-iiba ka ng halimbawa ito yung program na nakuha mo, mag-iiba ka ng track. So, siguro ang suggestion ko dun sa inyo, dapat tuloy-tuloy ninyo yung track ninyo kasi nga mahirap maglipat ng ibang track kasi may tinatawag na tayo na verticalization ng program. So, maaaring hindi ka ma-promote pag ang track mo ay nag-iiba. So, kailangan i-continue ninyo kasi dinidevelop na natin yung pagiging specialized ng mga students. Okay, Ma'am Amor, meron ka pong pahabol?
Wala na, sir. Thank you so much po. Ako po ay magli-leave na muna kung may NSTP pa po kayo at may meeting lang po kaming kasunod.
Okay,
Salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Amor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po sa inyo.
Thank you, Ma'am Carmela.
Ma'am Grace.
Thank you po. Sige po.
Ma'am Carmela, hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ma'am Bren, Ma'am Grace.
Yes.
So, Ma'am
Thank you, Ma'am Hannah. Sir Josh. Okay, so ano na yung natin sa NSTP?
Sir, ano ba? Kasi tingnan mo yung number of student, participant, bawas pa tayong 4. Kasi may nag-chat sa akin mga halos yung iba ngayon palang nagka-kuryente.
So siguro mamang suggestion ko dyan, ibigay na lang natin yung link sa kanila sa bawat group. Tapos i-share na lang din sa bawat group yung link para mapanood nila yung video ni speaker natin for the numerical literacy yata yan.
Sir. Kaya pala konti-konti yung nag-attend.
Oo, ma'am, kasi nagkaroon nga po ng medyo masama yatang panahon sa Quezon.
Hapon umiulan daw eh.
Opo. Medyo maulan, mainit, kumukulog daw po sa kanila since yesterday pa. So siguro po baka wala talagang connections yung ibang students natin. Kaya hindi rin po sila nakahabol for the orientation. But yung mga students na nandito, paki-inform na lang ng mga classmates ninyo, paki-share na lang nung link natin for
Pwede ba,
the
sir?
survey.
Pwede
Yes,
ba
ma'am.
natin, naisip ko lang, we are live in YouTube now. Mapuputol ba ito o i-play na lang natin dito kahit konti sila para balikan na lang nila sa YouTube?
Yeah, pwede, ma'am.
Pwede i-play na, ibalikan na lang nila yung ano dito sa ating live sa Facebook natin.
I-play po natin dito, ma'am, yung video ni ng speaker.
Suggestion ko lang, oo.
Pwede, ma'am. Kasi naka-live din siya sa saan ba nila live ngayon?
Ito naka-live tayo
sa YouTube, ma'am. Naka-live po siya sa YouTube.
Oo, sa YouTube.
Opo.
So naka-live sa YouTube, naka-ano sa ating buong PNU, di ba? Tama ba? O sa Freshies.
Sa Freshies lang yata.
Sir Josh, dyan si Sir Josh, tanong natin. Kasi para sa
Pero pwede na natin i-continue natin dito sa na ito.
Yes, oo.
YouTube. Para hindi sayang yung ng mga bata, yung data nila or na ginagamit nila.
Yes, at the same time marami rin makakapanood sa nung ating video. Yes. Very naman talaga inspiring saka yung video na yun. Para sa hindi lang pang bata hanggang sa pag-retire
Actually, Ma'am Grace, pwede na kasi ma-access din ng mga bata yung video sa YouTube. So, hindi po ba...
Kasi may klase tayo ngayon, i-continue na natin di ba? Para hindi lang orientation na
Okay, so, parang ituloy na lang natin yung video. I-play na lang natin.
Maximize yung time.
Pati-play mo ba, Ma'am Grace, yung video?
Oo, nape-play na siya
Okay, so mag-request na lang siguro natin kay Sir Josh na mag-share screen po kayo.
Hindi, yung link ibigay na kay Sir Josh tapos ipi-play niya ganun.
Pwede na po kayo mag-access tapos i-share screen niyo po.
Ayun sa cellphone ako.
May link ka po ba ng video?
Na-isend ko sa iyo, sir.
Wait lang, check ko lang po.
Ayan,
hello,
sir.
Ma'am Grace.
Na-share ko dyan sa
Sir Josh, pwede ba mag-request ng share screen?
Sir, naka-share, pwede po mag-share screen yan.
Okay, sige po. Ma'am Grace, okay na po na i-play ko na.
walang sound.
Noli.
Walang sound, Sir Noli.
Hello, Ma'am Bren, walang sounds?
Wala. May tumatahol bang aso sa inyo, sir?
Meron.
Yun ang may sound.
Hindi po naririnig?
Wala,
I-play
sir.
mo, hindi naka-play.
Paki-play mo. Sige, Sir Noli.
Kasi baka yung...
Naririnig na po.
Ikaw naririnig. Baka yung sa speaker mo, hindi kaya gano'n.
Kasi naka-headset ako. So, hindi ko lang po alam kung i-try nyo nga po ma'am na ikaw po mag-share screen ma'am.
Ako, sir.
Opo, sige ma'am. Stop share ko po muna. Kasi naka-headset ako, baka kaya siguro ganon.
Wait lang. Share ko muna.
Ayan, ang lakas ng sound. Ang ganda.
Nakikita? Naririnig?
Yes ma'am, yes po.
Yan, okay. Ayos, maayos, maganda.
So,
one of the financial educators of ING, International Marketing Group, that seeks to educate 30 million Filipino families by 2020. To give you an idea about ING and its mission, let's watch this short video.
Sa bawat pag-ikot ng oras, ay siya ring pag-ikot ng mundo. Sinusukat nito ang bawat kabiguan o tagumpay ng tao. Pero marami pa rin ang tila hindi binibigyang pansin o halaga ang oras. Marami ang nasasayang na panahon at pagkakataon. Mga bagay na hindi na maibabalik pa. Sino nga ba sa atin ang binibigyan ng importansya ang usaping pinansyal o pananalapi kung saan nakasalalay ang ating kinabukasan? Maging mga pangarap ng ating pamilya, empleyado ka man o hindi, sa oras ng iyong pagre-retiro, mangangailangan ka ng mga benepisyo mula sa ating pinagpaguran at pinaghandaan. Aasa tayo sa ating Social Security, pension, at malaking ipon. Kung hindi, para itong isang bangungot na ikakabahala natin. Ang kwento ni Melay at Sonia, salamin din ng pinagdadaanan ng maraming Pilipino. Simpleng may bahay si Melay, 48 years old, at 10 taon na sa pagkakarinderya. Mula noon, nagtabi siya ng 67 pesos kada araw. At makalipas ang 10 taon, nakapag-ipon si Aling Melay ng 420,740 pesos. Masipag, matipid, at masinop si Melay. Inilaan ni Melay ang kanyang naipon sa tamang pag-i-invest, kumuha ng long-term care, life insurance, at educational savings para sa kanyang 3 anak. At nahikayat din bumili ng shares sa stocks at mutual funds. Ang 2,000 pesos na kada buwan sa mutual funds ni Melay ay lalago ng 11 million pesos pagkalipas ng 35 years. Para daw ito sa kinabukasan ng kanyang pamilya. Nakabili na rin siya ng pampasadang tricycle para sa kanyang mister.
So, nung nawalaan yung trabaho ng asawa ko, may kunting naipon man ako, kaya nagluluto na lang ako sa karinderya. Sa awa po ng Diyos, okay naman ang kita niya. May nag-adopt po sa akin ng Kaiser para po maganda daw yun sa kinabukasan po namin. Natatakot po ako kasi baka sayang po ang pinagpaguran ko. Kaya po nag-invest ako ng tama.
Nabibili naman ni Sonia ang lahat ng kanyang luho at lahat ng hilingin ng 3 anak, lalo na noong siya ay nasa ibang bansa pa. Dating caregiver sa Middle East, ang 50 anyos na si Sonia, isa siyang solong ina.
Binigay ko yung gusto ng mga anak ko. Kung anong bago, lahat meron sila. Hindi ko naisip mag-invest sa life insurance or healthcare kasi hindi naman pumasok sa isipan ko.
Kahit maraming gastos noon, nakakapagtabi si Sonia ng 70,000 pesos kada buwan o halos 840,000 pesos kada taon. Sa loob ng 5 taon, nakapag-save si Sonia ng 4.2 million pesos. Nagpagawa ng bahay at bumili ng magarang sasakyan. Pero hindi naisip ni Sonia ang mag-invest sa insurance, mutual funds at iba pang produkto na sisiguro sa kanilang future o kinabukasan.
Natatakot ako at hindi ako nakapag-invest sa life insurance at unti-unti nang nauubos ang mga naipon ko.
2 taon nang nasa Pilipinas si Sonia. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pa siyang kontrata palabas ng bansa. Unti-unti na rin nauubos ang savings niya sa bangko. Sa mga ganitong sitwasyon, kailangan natin ng mga taong magtuturo ng paraan na makaahon at magkaroon ng bagong pagkakataon. Gagabay sa mga desisyon, lalo na sa usaping pinansyal. Mapagkakatiwalaan at may integridad. Ang International Marketing Group o IMG ay eksperto sa usaping ito. Isang independent company na may mga produktong tutulong sa bawat Pilipino na dumaranas sa hirap ng buhay. Pilipinong gustong makawala sa utang at maging financially secure.
In terms of investment and savings, the most important ally would be time. So in investment, savings, the most important thing is time. Because a lot of small money eventually become big. But no matter how big the money is, if you don't have the time, it will never grow.
If you let time pass by without saving money, then you will lose not only the money itself, but the future of what money can bring to you.
The longer the time you need, the less money you need to invest to reach your financial goals. But the shorter the time you have, then the more money you need to invest to reach your financial goals.
Nais ng IMG na ibahagi sa mga Pilipino ang mga estratehiya at mahahalagang hakbang para matutong makapag-ipon at iwanan ang pagwawaldas o pagsasayang ng oras sa mga pansamantala at panandaliang bagay. Tutulungan ka ng IMG na pagandahin ang takbo ng iyong pananalapi. Siguraduhin may sapat na proteksyon, gaya ng pagkakaroon ng insurance, pagkakaroon ng emergency funds o savings na 3 buwan na income. I-manage ang mga utang at makakawala dito at magsimula na makapag-ipon ng pangmatagalan. Anong direksyon ang tatahakin mo? Magsasayang ka pa ba ng oras o panahon? Kailan ka kikilos? Palilipasin mo bang muli ang napakabilis na takbo ng oras? Nasa kamay mo ang desisyon. At posibleng ang tamang oras para makapagsimula ay oras na tumatakbo na ngayon.
Yan na nga. I do not know because I did not watch the video clip.
No, what will I like here?
Kasi ito ay base doon sa napanood mo. This is based on what you have read, to watch. Wait.
Pero nagsisimula na ako ng pagtatrabaho. Reality sinks in. Diba? Parang yes, it's true. We receive generous compensation compared to other jobs. Pero after a year of working, napapaisip ako, wala pa tayong sahod. Parang wala akong minipon. Galing-galing ko na sa business finance, pero pagdating sa personal finance, parang wala akong alam. Akala ko dati, kailangan kumita ko muna ng malaki. Mga tipong kailangan maging manager muna ako para makapagsimula akong mag-ipon at mag-invest. Pero when I involved in IMG, doon ko na-discover na hindi pala ganun. It's a matter of knowing correct information, specifically financial education. Before we proceed, I want every one of you to close your eyes and visualize yourself.
MUG.
Visualize yourself. Nakatayo ka sa harapan ng greenhouse mo. Bungalow ba yan? 2 floors, 3 floors, then mayroong garahe. Nandun yung dream car mo. Pumasok ka sa loob ng dream house mo. Ano nakikita mo sa loob? Sa may sala, sa dining area, sa kitchen, sa kwarto. Imagine mo nandyan yung mga dream furnitures and appliances mo. Yung mga pinaghihirapan mo. Isipin mo din, masaya kayong nag-bonding ng family mo. At kumakain ng masarap at masaganang pagkain. Then isipin mo, nagta-travel ka sa pinapangarap mong lugar. Dito man yan sa Pilipinas or sa abroad. Chill ka lang. Wala kang ibang problema. You're really enjoying a good life. Isipin mo yung kalagayan mo. Ano yung tsura ng bahay niyo? Ilang pasyalan na ba ang narating mo? If ever ba may mangyayari masama sa family niyo, like may nagkasakit, biglang may nawala, or may natural disaster na dumating, magkano ang laman ng wallet mo? May ipon ka ba? Handa ka ba? Handa ba ang pamilya mo? Open your eyes now. What's your plan? Lahat ng pangarap natin may katuloy-tuloy yan. So dapat pagplanuhan natin at pagplanuhan. Kasi kung hindi, they are not really dreams, but daily dreams. Or sa madaling sabi, pangarap na gusto natin. Kaya andito ako ngayon to share with you few financial concepts and effective ways to help upgrade your financial life and build your future. Lahat ng mga isi-share ko sa inyo ay yung mga natutunan ko at ina-apply ko sa buhay ko ngayon through this book. Karamihan sa ating mga Pilipino ay financially struggling because we miss to see these realities. Reality number one. When it comes to security and saving your future, many good people fail. Many hardworking people fail. Many smart people fail. Many young people fail. Many old people fail. Many teachers fail. Many engineers and doctors fail, including natin accountants and OFWs. Many end up retiring without enough savings. These people don't set out to save. They do because they fear to plan and manage their personal finances. They lack financial education. With that reality, sinasabi lang sa atin kahit gaano pa kataas ang ating pinag-aaral, kahit gaano pa kalaki ang ating sinasakot, with proper financial education, dadalaan mo ang lahat ng pera. Tayo mga Pilipino ay niligilig natin magplano sa lahat ng occasions ng buhay natin. Birthday, Pasko, kasal, pero pagdating sa ating retirement, oftentimes, hindi natin reality number 2. Many people believe that financial education is only for the wealthy. Diba? Meron tayo mga Pilipino. Kung sinabi ng financial education, kaya natin pang mayaman yan. Hindi ba pag-usapan ng investment? Sinasabi natin, pang mayaman lang yan. Dahil hindi na kami bumi. Akala ko kailangan nyo ng hospital para pero, hindi pa. Another reality is that many think that the only solution to financial challenges is to borrow money. Ganun sa atin, kultura natin mga kahit ano man yung problema natin, iniisip natin solusyonan is magbayang. E kung paghahandaan lang natin yung ating mga kailangan, mga kapag-ipon tayo at mga kapag-invest, bakit pa natin kailangan magbayang? Reality number 3. Many overseas workers or OFWs work hard for 20 to 30 years and still end up retiring poor. Diba? Yan yung isa sa pinaka-malungkot na realidad para sa ating mga makabagong bayani. Tagal-tagal nilang nag-abroad, pero pag nilagay sa Pilipinas for good, after ilang months lang or few years, wala na silang pera. Mahirap na sila. Bakit? Diba? Kasi wala financial planning. Alam niyo ba, sa Pilipinas lang meron tinatawag na 13th month pay. At kung isa-sacrifice lang natin yung 6 na taon, iipon natin yung isa-save natin, it would already change. Now, let's learn on how we can save and grow our money. First, we should understand that financial independence is not only a dream, but a priority that we should aim for. We must take control of our future by learning how to make money, save money, grow money, and protect our money. No one will do this for us but ourselves. Okay? So dapat, ang financial goals ay talagang goals. Hindi lang basta pinapangarap natin. Hindi gusto ko yumaman. Pero wala kang mga ginagawa. Okay? It should be prioritized. Kasi hindi natin ma-achieve ang financial wellness kung hindi tayo magiging accountable sa sarili natin. Hindi natin pwedeng i-access sa ibang tao, sa gobyerno, sa family members natin. Okay? We should be accountable for our personal upang maging financially secure tayo, itinuturo sa amin sa IMG ang tinatawag na strong financial foundation. Building a solid financial foundation is like building a house. We build it from the ground up. Diba? So, ganun naman kung nagtatayo tayo ng bahay. Dapat magsisimula sa ilalim pataas. Kasi kung hindi mo yung bubong, wala pa yung protection, diba? Madaling masira yun. Kailangan talagang matibay yung protection. So, ganun din sa financial statement. We should start from the ground up. Okay? We should start from here. Then proper protection or life insurance, debt management, emergency fund, and dulo na dapat ang investment. Kung una, akala ko, diba, investment lang yung nasa utang mo. Akala ko yun lang kung sinabi natin financial planning. Hindi pala dapat. So, in IMG, I discovered we should prioritize our healthcare. Kasi, diba, pag nagkasakit tayo, malaking pera yan. Kung hindi natin pagkakandaan yan, it could lead to financial bankruptcy. Tapos, proper protection. Diba? Pagka ikaw at nawala na dito sa mundo, ano yung may iwanan mo? We should protect ourselves or our loved ones. Then, next is debt management. Kailangan wala daw po tayong utang. Next is we should build yung tinatawag na emergency fund. Kaya po emergency fund or emergency. Diba? Karamihan sa atin, lagi merong emergency. Pero ang tanong, may fund ba? So dapat meron. Ditulo na po dapat ang investment. Kasi ang goal ng investment is long-term wealth accumulation. So bakit po kailangan natin unahin yung ilalim pataas? So imagine, meron kang investment na 100,000. Tapos, bigla kang nagkasakit. You need to be hospitalized. Diba, alam naman po natin, hindi mura ang hospital yun. Magkano ang abutin ng bills mo, plus mga pa. Eh kung wala kang healthcare, ang gagawin natin, i-pull out natin sa investment. Eh what if, katulad ng COVID, bumagsak na ang stock market, bumagsak ang pressure, diba? Kahit palugi mo, mabibenta yung investment mo, gagawin mo kasi wala kang healthcare eh. And next, if wala kang protection, what if bigla kang pinuha-reward? Kahit meron kang 100,000 na investment, kulang pa yun. Yung expenses natin eh, mga kabawang pa lang yung pampalit ng pasalo. As paano pa yung panilang lang? Kung wala tayo ng healthcare at wala tayo ng life insurance or protection, anong gagawin ng family natin? Diba? Mamumutang. Debt management. Dapat nga daw wala pang panilang. Pero kung hindi natin i-build yun, dalawang yun, walang choice yung ating family. Kundi mag-bank paper daw and make a next po is the emergency fund. So, paano kung wala kang emergency fund? May emergency na nangyari.
What will you do?
At investment lang ang meron lang. So, ipo-pull out mo rin po ang investment mo.
What will you do
What
to
if
make
na?
your environment
Negative ang
to
market. So,
conserve the
kahit
mountains?
100,000 mo, ang value niya noon is 20,000 lang, dahil wala kang ibang pagkakuhaan ng pera, ipo-pull out mo yun. Kung wala ka ng investment, ano gagawin mo? So, kailangan i-build po natin ang ating financial foundation ng tama na matatag. Yung din from the ground up. Yung susunod po na concept is isa sa mga favorite ko. Nung natutunan ko talaga to, I was amazed. Diba? Na sinabi ko sa sarili ko, kung malalaman lang natin to, ng lahat ng Pilipino, it could really change our life. So, ang tawag po dito ay the X-curve concept. Or sa love life, ayaw natin X, pero sa ating pong financial life, ito yung X na dapat binabalik-balikan natin. Okay? So, sa X-curve concept, sinasabi po, sa buhay ng tao, meron pong dalawang linya. The first line is the line going up or the wealth line. And the second line is the line going down or the responsibility line. Okay? So, dito po sa ating wealth line, habang bata pa tayo, you start from zero. Ganun naman po, di ba? Magtatrabaho ka pa lang, kakahalan mo lang, wala ka pang halos wala ka pang savings kasi kakasimula mo pa lang. Pero, yung responsibility natin, malaki. Kung ikaw ay may pamilya, nandiyan nung may mga anak ang pag-aaralin, or if single ka man, maaaring sa sumusuporta ka sa parents mo or sa mga kapatid mo, tumataas po yung responsibility natin. Tapos, yung savings natin, wala pa. So, dapat habang tumatanda po tayo, unti-unti tayong nagsisave at nag-invest para tumataas po ang ating wealth line. And by the time na tumatanda na tayo, mababa po ang ating responsibility. Kasi, dapat po, di ba, pagka habang tumatanda tayo, tumatanda yung mga anak natin, or gumagraduate yung mga kapatid natin, di ba, mababa responsibility natin. So, pag nakita niyo po dito sa illustration, when we are younger, we are generally less secure. Pero pag tanda natin, dapat we are generally more secure. Sa buhay po natin, meron dalawang if. The first if is, what if I die too soon? Diba? Hindi naman po natin alam kung kailan tayo mamamatay. But one thing is for sure, mamamatay din tayo. Sabi nga po ni Brother Paul Sanchez ng convention natin, last week lang. Sabihin mo sa mga kasunod, mamamatay ka din. Kasi po, if we realize that we are dying, we will die, we could prepare for it. Okay? So, gano'n sa financial life natin. What if we die too soon? Diba? May problema po ba tayo? Tayo, kung namamatay na tayo, wala na tayong problema. Kasi patay na tayo. E ang tanong, paano yung family mo? Who will take care of them? Diba? May problema po tayong naiwanan sa pamilya natin kung hindi natin paghahandaan. So, ang solution po doon, dapat meron tayo ng tinatawag na life insurance or the income replacement. Para kahit mawala na po tayo, meron tayong may iwanan sa pamilya natin. Kahit wala na tayo dito sa mundo, at least, meron silang peace of mind at makakapagpatuloy silang mamuhay na hindi namumuha. The second if naman po is, what if you live too long? Diba? Bless tayo nun. Pero ang tanong, problema ba yun? So, depende po, diba? Kung hindi natin paghahandaan, yes, it will be a problem for ourselves. Kasi pag matanda na po tayo, hindi na tayo active. Hindi na tayo capable to work hard compared sa habang bata pa tayo, diba? What if tagal-tagal mo na buhay, 80, 90 years old buhay ka pa din. Wala ka ng income, wala ka ng trabaho nun, diba? So, it would be a problem. Tapos, yung panahon pa na yun, diba, hindi ka na-employed noon, wala kang healthcare, doon lalabot ang mga sakit-sakit natin. So, it's really a big problem. So, ang solusyon po doon, dapat meron tayong investment and long-term healthcare. Para po sa investment, Ito yung nagtatrabaho para sa atin. Money is working for us. Mga tipong kahit makaupo ka lang, walang trabaho, kumikita ang pera mo. May interest income ka na na-withdraw buwan-buwan or taon-taon. Kahit matanda ka na. Tapos, hindi ka problema sa bills mo, medical bills, or hindi mo kailangan iasa sa family members, sa mga anak mo, which is dapat mga time na yan, meron din sila sariling pamilya. If you could prepare for your retirement, for your long-term healthcare and investment, but it could solve that problem in our life. And now, let's himay-himayin po natin yung tinatawag natin solid financial foundation para mas maunawaan po natin at maintindihan natin yung purpose namin at mai-apply po natin sa ating buhay. So, choosing the right healthcare. In the Philippines, a lot of sick people die not because there is no medicine or treatment available, but because they don't have money to pay for these things. But this is the reality, diba? Marami po sa ating mga Pilipino namamatay, hindi dahil walang gamot, kundi walang pampagamot, diba? Kung hindi po natin mapaghahandaan ng ating healthcare, aasa po tayo sa government. Alam naman po natin, di ba? Our healthcare system is hindi ganoon kaganda. So, kung nagkasakit po ba tayo, saan natin gustong ilagay na kwarto? Executive, paywall, charity, di ba? Pag nasa charity ka, marami kang makikita doon ng mga sakit. What if, di ba, marami na doon nakakahawa. So, pwede mahawa ka rin. Paywall naman, mas konti yung kasama mo doon. Pero what if yung katabi mo, di ba, nagsisinali na. Di ba, nakaka-bother din yan. So, syempre, mas gusto natin nasa executive tayo. Pero, you should know, di ba, the executive room is more expensive than the paywall and the charity. Pero kung paghahandaan po natin yun, then we will be worrying less and could avail that. Paano po natin malalaman if that is a good healthcare? So parang pag-report din po yan at pag-asawa, dapat pilatisin natin. Okay? So these are the criteria to know if that is a good healthcare. So does it have a short-term and long-term healthcare? Sinabi po natin short-term, magagamit natin agad. Parang, kunwari po ako, employed ako sa corporate world. So meron akong HMO benefit na binibigay ng employer. Anytime na magkasakit po ako, pwede kong gamitin yung HMO benefit na meron ako from my company. Pero ang tanong doon, di ba, hindi naman ako forever employed di ba? Anytime pwede kong gamitin. Or what if nag-retire ka or nag-resign ka? Hindi mo naman po madadala yung HMO benefit. So dapat meron tayong long-term healthcare. Long-term healthcare po, kahit tumanda ka na, kahit ka-employed, diba, meron ka pa rin healthcare benefit. Kahit abutin ka man ng ilang taon, diba, i-bless ka ni Lord, buhay ka na matagal. If you have a long-term healthcare, it's good. Okay? Next is, does it have guaranteed income? Does it have guaranteed savings and investment? And does it have life insurance or protection? So kung yung apat po na ito ay nasa isang healthcare, then that is a good healthcare. Parang po sila, like, siya na, it's the one. So next is, understanding the purpose of insurance. So insurance is protection should anything happen to you. Diba? When insurance is not a fun topic, it is a critical part of our financial strategy. So sinasabi ko nga po sa kanina, dun sa expert concept, no? A life insurance is not for us, but for our loved ones. If you truly love your family, we should protect ourselves. Not for ourselves, but for them. Okay? So, dito po sa picture na to, diba? Kung nakita nyo ang picture na to, what's wrong with this picture? Can you guess? So, dito po, kapag meron tayong car, isang car, diba? Yung ginagawa natin, i-insure natin. Kung meron tayong bahay, Ba yung mga bahay, lalo na kung naka-mortgage yan sa bangko, insured yan. Eh, ang tanong, yung mga tao po ba na tumitira doon sa magandang bahay at sumasakay doon sa kotse, insured kayo? Diba? Often, the most important insurance that can protect our family and our children is the one not taken seriously. That's true, but sad, di ba po? Mga material things ay pinoprotektahan natin. At gaano kataas or kahalaga yung value ng car, ganun din ang value ng insurance. So, bakit po natin kailangan kontrolin ang ating mga utang? Okay, because debt can turn into a disease. Diba? Pag nakasanayan na po natin yan, ganun na magiging habit na natin yan. Also, it could control your life, your happiness, and limit your freedom. Diba po? Pag wala na tayong utang, diba? Wala, may limitasyon ng buhay mo. Hindi ka makatulog na maayos sa gabi, or hindi ka makapag, wala, kung meron ka mang, di mo kaya maging totally maging masaya. Kasi alam mo na meron ka mga pinagkakautangan. Iba lang mag-party-party ka, tapos hindi ka magpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagpagp you are debt. So why building an emergency fund? So why we should build an emergency fund? Diba? Kasi po, kahit anong plano ang gawin natin, pagpaplano ang gawin natin sa buhay natin, darating ang emergency. At by the term itself, emergency, ibig sabihin hindi natin inaasahan. The example po ng emergency is bilang yung natural calamities. Pwede rin nawalan ka ng trabaho. Or merong major na nangyari sa bahay, kailangan ng repair. Pwede rin katulad nitong COVID as an emergency. Kasi hindi naman po natin inaasahan, di ba? So dapat meron po tayong tinatawag na emergency fund for these emergencies in our life. Okay? So ang tinuturo po sa amin, dapat magtabi lang ng at least 3 months of your salary. So kapag po ay kumikita tayo ng 20,000 a month, at least meron tayong savings na 60,000 to 120,000 to prepare for emergencies. Ayan. So, dito nag-move na po tayo sa isa sa pinaka-favorite topic ko dito. Okay? Savings. Saving the right way. So, by the term itself, saving the right way, meron po sinatawag na okay. Diba? Pero patanong na po ba kayo sa sarili nyo, working na po, or to our young generation na hindi pa working? We should implant this in our mind. Baka dumating na din sa point na buhay mo, or kung mag-work ka na, magpatanong ka sa sarili mo. I've been working hard all my life, but I wasn't able to save anything. Where did my money go? Diba? Relate po ako dito nung simula pa lang ako mag-work. Nung hindi ko pa po nakikilala sa financial. Dahil ko tinatanong ko sa sarili ko. So yung pala, kaya ganon, kasi I am saving the wrong way. Wrong formula ang ginagawa ko. Kaya hindi ako makakapag-save. So sa wrong saving formula po, which is, ganon ang culture natin mga tao. Pagdating ng income, ang gagawin natin, bawawas na natin ang mga gastusin. Diba? Kung may matira, nagsisave tayo. Walang natira, wala tayong savings. Yung madalas po, diba? Walang natitira. May utang pa na. So, hindi po talaga tayo makakapag-ipon nun. Okay? So, what's wrong with that? Diba? Ikaw, nagpapakahirap kang magtrabaho. Tapos lahat ng income mo, napupunta sa expenses mo. Yung mga expenses na yan, kita yan ng mga malalaking negosyante. Diba? Sila po ba ay mayaman na o mahirap? Diba? Mayaman din sila for sure. Ikaw po na nagpapakahirap ng trabaho. Mayaman ka ba o mahirap? Alam na po natin yung sagot dyan, diba? So dapat po matutunan natin ang tinatawag na saving the right way. So yung correct saving formula po is dapat when the income arrive, diba? The income arrive. natin ang tinatawag dapat matutunan po natin ang sinasabi correct saving formula. Dapat po, pag nagkakandak natin ang income natin, binabawas na po natin ang savings natin doon. Kung ano ang matira, doon dapat lang ang expenses natin. So, ito po ang sinasabing pay yourself first, di ba? Nung dati po, nung hindi pa ako financially educated, pag sinabing pay yourself first, diba, ang nasa isip ko niya is mga luho mo, mga gusto mo, di ba? Pagka-receive mo na yung sahod mo, bibili ka ng bibili ng bag, cosmetics, diba? Bibili ka ng bagong cellphone, gano'n tayo. Naturally, it's how we pay ourselves. Pero, mali pala yun. It's not the paying yourself first na sinasabi. It means you should pay your future self by saving a portion of your income. Okay? So, sabi nga po nung isa sa pinakamayaman tao dito sa mundo, you're gonna save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. Pero dito po sa IMG, dito ko matutunan ng tinatawag na prosperity formula. Okay? So, dapat po pag-receive ng income natin, ibabawas muna natin yung tithes. Diba? Everything we receive in this world is from the Lord. So, malapit lang po na mag-give back tayo through church donation or charity donation. Pero it depends naman po sa ating faith. Diba? Wala naman po sa pilitan at by the Bible itself, sinabi na ng 10%. Pero sa atin po, practically, so not necessary din naman na agad-agad 10%. Kahit magsimula po tayo sa maliit na halaga, hanggang sa ma-achieve natin yung 10% na. And after the tithes is the savings, which is 20% ng income natin. So the 70%, yun na po yung pagkakashare natin for expenses and our lifestyle. So now, alam na po natin kung paano tayo makakapag-save. So dapat i-priority po natin yun bago ang gastos. So we should learn on paano naman natin mapapalago yung savings. Okay? So I will share to you one of the wonders of this world. Wonders, sabi nga po ni Albert Einstein. So siya po ang mag-discover. Okay? Kung malalaman mo lang po ito at maintindihan natin, it could really help your life. Okay? Ito po yung concept na the rule of 72. Okay? So sabi po dito, 72 divided by interest rate is equal the number of years for your money to double. Okay, so applying the rule of 72, kumari po, meron kang savings account sa banko, 10,000. Okay? So magkano ba yung interest rate na binibigay ni bank? Sabihin na po natin, generous sila 1%. Pero in reality, di ba, mas bumaba na po ang interest rate natin ngayon. Okay? So sabihin na natin 1%. So 72 divided by 1 is equals to 72 years. Ibig sabihin, it will take 72 years for your money to double. So kung halimbawa po, like me, kumari, 25 years old ako ngayon, naglagay ako ng 10,000 sa bangko. So 25 plus 72, naku, ilang taon na ako nun, tanda ko na po nun. At tanong, nakabuhay pa kaya ako nun, diba? Imagine, in my case, 25 plus 72, 97, diba? Hindi ko sure kung buhay pa ako nun, diba? 10,000 ko, ganun lang, sa ganung period lang siya doon. So, ano po yung dapat, diba? So, imagine, if your money is invested in an instrument or vehicle na nagbibigay sa'yo ng 4%. 72 divided by 4% equals 18. It will take 18 years for your money to double. So, halimbawa po sa illustration natin, you are aging 29 years old. Naglagay ka ng 100,000 at 4% interest rate. So after 18 years, that 100,000 will double into 200,000. Kaya 47 years old pa naman. So after another 18 25 ka naman, the 100,000 will surge into 100,000 pesos. Diba? So, ganun. Usually, ganun po pag mga time deposit. Diba? So, na-open tayo ng time deposit, parang ang saya-saya natin. So, hindi natin alam, pagkalikod natin sa bangko, yung pera natin doon, ini-invest nila yan sa mas malaking interest rate. Diba? Which is, where in our illustration, 12%, ini-invest nila yan sa 12%. So 72 divided by 12 equals 6. So it will only take 6 years for your money to double. In our illustration, halimbawa, 29 years old ka, nag-invest ka ng 100,000 at 12% interest rate. So, after 6 years, 35 years old ka na nun, 200,000 yun. After another 6 years, 41 years old ka nun, magiging 400,000 yun. And so on and so forth, until your age 65, yung value na ng 100,000 mo is 6.4 million. Imagine, di ba? Yung pera mo, binigyan ka ng 4%. At age 65, meron ka 400,000. Kasi bangko, in-invest niya pala yung pera mo sa 12%. Meron siya 6.4 million. So, 6.4 million minus 400,000 is equal to 6 million difference. So, yung 6 million po na yun, ang tawag ni bangko dun ay profit. Kita niyo na yun. Pero sa atin po, hindi natin nalaman kung paano ba mag-invest. Ang tawag dun ay loss. So, what's the moral lesson of the rule of 70? Okay, so people who don't understand how money works, they end up working for money. But people who understand how money works, they let money work for them. Yeah. So dito po tayo sa usapang building a long-term investment. Alam natin mag-save, alam natin paano magpapalago ng pera. Kailangan pala i-invest natin. Get like the rule of 72. Okay. So let's have this how we can build long-term investment. Okay? Halimbawa po, ikaw, si Miss A. Nag-open ka ng savings account sa bangko. Ang tawag ko sa iyo ay depositor. The bank will invest your money into government securities, commercial papers, stocks and equities, retail loans, and real estate. That will generate a 12% income. Yan ang ibibigay sa inyo bangko ay 0.5%. Yan po yung dating rate, pero ngayon, diba, yung rate na yun. What if ikaw pala si Mr. B, diba? Hindi financial educated ka. Yung pera mo, ilagay mo sa mutual fund. Kasi mutual fund, in-invest na yun, niya rin yung pera mo dito. Kasi yung sa pinag-investan niya, except retail loans and real estate. Kasi po sa mutual fund, liquid to. Sinabi po natin liquid, convertible to cash anytime. Okay? So, mag-generate po ng income mo ng 12%. Magkano po ang ibibigay sa atin ng mutual fund? So, ganun din po, 12%. Okay? Kung magkano ang kita niyan, ganun din po sa atin kasi ang tawag po sa atin is shareholder or co-owner ng mga securities na yan. So, natutunan na po natin how we make, how we save, and how we grow our money. Ngayon naman po, bibigyan ko kayo ng little idea on how we can protect our money. So, dapat hindi lang po yung nag-i-stop dun sa pag-grow ng money natin. We should also learn how to protect our money. So we should learn to preserve our estate, to protect our future and the future of our family. So, do you know that without proper planning, your assets and family will not be protected? Wala? Yung estate tax pa lang po, malaki na yan. Dapat bayaran natin. So, dapat pagandaan po natin. Sino ba ang magmamana ng bahay natin? Sino ang magmamana ng bank accounts natin? Ng mga lupa natin? Can you avoid family arguments over your belongings and keep safe? Do you have funds to pay estate tax? Okay, so these are the questions that we need to address to preserve our estate. Ayan, so madami po ba kayong natutunan sa talk ko? So in IMG, our main purpose is not just to financially educate our fellow Filipinos, but also to help you execute these concepts. Okay? Diba nga? Kasi po, we believe that financial education without financial execution is useless. So, i-share ko lang po sa inyo kung paano ba ako natutunan ni IMG in the past 2 years already para meron din po kayong idea how you could start as well to prepare for your financial future. IMG is a membership platform. Diba uso na po yun sa SM, merong SM Advantage Card. Wherein, you could avail discounts and rebates on consumer products. Whereas sa IMG naman, you could avail discounts and privileges on financial products coming from the prominent financial providers in the Philippines. So we are enjoying the benefits of IMG as follows. First is financial education. So unlimited workshops and seminars for members of IMG, and you don't need to pay. Anytime, anywhere, you can access those workshops and seminars. Then, meron din po tayong tinatawag na financial check-up. Free lang po yun sa IMG. Okay? So, we have free gifts. For membership, meron ka din pong accidental insurance, which is ranging from 100 to 300,000. And this one naman po, this is optional. Pero for 500 pesos only, one-time payment, covered ka na po ng 50,000 insurance. And we also enjoy free trims twice a year. May free trims po tayo sa IMG. Then, of course, we have access to the healthcare products of Kaiser Medical Center. Then, free consultation din po sa IMG members. So, ito po ay isa sa pinaka-favorite benefits ko, the automatic mutual fund investment. So, 1,000 po dun sa membership fee is mapupunta na agad sa investment natin once we become a member. Next is access to healthcare products of Kaiser International Group, short-term care, senior care, and the long-term care. So, bigyan ko lang po kayo ng short idea about the long-term care product ng Kaiser. Okay? So, this is called the Ultimate Kaiser Health Builder. In this example, we have this K100. So, marami pong plan. Okay? The contract price is 411,050. Ang payment is 58,850. Meron din pong other mode of payment dito. Annual, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly. Okay? So, sa Ultimate Kaiser Health Builder, may tatlong period po dito na tinatawag. First period is the accumulation period, or ito yung paying period for 7 years. Magbabayad po tayo. Then after the 7 years, ay tinatawag na pong extended period, or yun yung waiting period. Gaantay na lang po tayo na lumaki pa yung pera natin. And after that is the 20th year, maturity na po. If i-extend natin yung ating investment, doon na pupapasok ang long-term care period. So sa paying period po natin, meron tayo ng usual benefits ng short-term healthcare. PPE, dental benefits. Then isa rin po sa magandang feature dito is the installment due to death or credit line. Waiver installment due to death or credit line. Isa rin po dito, once the plan holder dies, hindi na po kailangan bayaran yung plan niya at mapapasa po ito dun sa principal beneficiary niya. Then, the waiver of installment due to disability. Kapag po naman si plan holder is naging totally disabled, safety stock, din no need niyang bayaran ng kanyang plan. Wait na lang niyang mag-mature ang plan niya. Okay? Then, mayroon po tayong insurance coverage dito from 1st to 20th year. Imagine, 7 years ka lang magbabayad, pero pag 20 years, covered ka. Once kinuha ka ni Lord, makaka-receive ng insurance money ang iyong family plus the plan. Mapapasa sa iyong principal beneficiary. So, ang cost naman po ng death natin is accidental, twice po noon ang insurance money na marireceive ng ating family. Okay. So, the first 7 years paying, from 8 to 28, yun yung hintay ka na lang, matutubo yung pera natin dito. Kasi, this is an investment asset. Okay? At the end of 20th year, magmamature na po ang pera natin. Once wala po tayong availment during the paying period and accumulation period, ang value po ng ating investment ay 1.2 billion pesos. Okay, sa illustration po natin, 22 years old na simula ang cardholder. Okay, so pag age ng 42 yung maturity, meron na po siyang 1.2 million. So, meron po siyang options dito sa 1.2 million from maturity value. First is, i-withdraw niya lahat yan because this is good as cash at maturity. Second, partially withdraw niya, partially i-retain niya pa rin as investment. Third option is, i-retain niya lang lahat. Hayaan niya lang yan, naka-invest pa din. So what if ni-retain niyo po yan, yung 1.2 billion? So at age of 60, ang value na po niyan is the 6.4 million. Okay, so round off natin, 6.5 million. So imagine, 7 years pa lang pong magbabayad. Then, pag age mo ng 60, meron ka 6.4 million. Kukunin lang po natin yung maturity niyan yearly at 10%. Meron ka 648,000. Diba? So, dito na po pumapasok yung the money is working for us. We invest at our early age, early years in life. Then, upon our retiring years, dahil ng plano tayo, nag-invest tayo, meron tayo na i-enjoy na benefits. We are living on interest income. Okay, so sa Kaiser po, pag naalala po natin yung ating building a solid financial foundation, sinasagot na po niya yung tatlong financial needs natin. Healthcare, life insurance, and investment. Okay, so next is this. So all IMG members have exclusive benefits to life insurance. Okay? So sino po ba dito ang mayroong insurance? Okay? So dito po sa members ni IMG, meron po kami access dito sa tinatawag na most effective. So bago po sa akin ay 25 years old. Ang premium na kailangan kong bayaran for 1 million insurance amount is 5,590. Diba? Yung 5,590 po lang yung annual premium na yan. Not monthly, but annual. May divide po natin yan sa 12 months. Magkano lang yan per month. Okay, so next benefit is, isa din po ito sa favorite ko, the mutual fund access, diba? Pag member po tayo ni IMG, libre din po ang investment seminars. Nakapander po dyan ni IMG is Rockberg Financials, which is one of the top leading mutual fund company in the Philippines. Dito po, once na member ka, may access ka po na ito. Fund, account, equity, asset management, planning, and standard asset management. And of course, ang pinaka-favorite ko ng benefit is we enjoy the zero entry na sinasabi. Ibig sabihin po niyan, once member ka, every time nung pupasok ka ng pera sa investment account mo, is walang bawas. As is siya. Invest ka ng 10,000, yung buong 10,000 na yun is mapupunta sa investment account. Eh kung ikaw po ay member ni IMG, every time na maglalagay ka ng pera, you'll be subjected to entry fee, which range from 1 to 4%. Imagine, ilang years ka mag-i-invest, tapos may entry fee ka mababayaran ng ganong percentage, malaki-laki din po yun. Kung mag-member ka po kay IMG, it will be a discount kapag dagdag mo na rin sa investment. Then meron din po tayong access sa online trading with MyTrade. Partner din po ni IMG si Palawan. And of course, you could avail discounts on non-life insurance like car insurance, travel insurance, business insurances with this. Then, ito din po, if you are a member, meron kang malaking discounts sa mga real estate companies na kapartner ni IMG like SMDC, BSF, Ayala Land, and DMCI. Discount on memorial lots and discount on special courses. Okay, so meron din pong auto program. Kung member ka din, yes, makaka-receive ka din po ng malaking discount sa purchase mo ng car. Ayan. So IMG also provide an entrepreneurship benefits to all the members. So if you want to become one of us and join in our mission, so you could own a business and become a financial educator. Wherein you own your time, we have our system, we have families, and you could achieve the income you want. Sa IMG po, worldwide, wala tayong boundary dito. Nasa suko ng mga Pilipino, pwede kang mag-build ng business. You could earn up to 50,000 or more extra income. Walang quota, hindi mo kailangan magbenta. I-share mo lang po ang financial education. You can start part-time like me. So there are 12 ways to earn in IMG. Ibibigyan ko lang po kayo ng idea dun sa personal commission. Okay? So when you start in IMG, you are called associate, wherein you have 20% commission rate. Imagine, meron ka pong natulong ng family in 1 month. 4 families natulungan mo. Kumari kumuha po sila ng financial product of 30,000 premium, times 20%. So ang income per month mo is 24,000. Kung gagawin mo po yan consistently in 1 year, you have 288,000 income per year. Diba? Malaking tulong mo po yun sa additional income mo. But if magiging senior marketing director na po, ang contract mo is 47%. So, kung meron ka natulungan ng 4 families 1 month, 30,000 yung financial product mo nila, times 47% equals to 56,400 income per month. Gagawin mo po yan consistently in 1 year, you could have an additional income of 676,800 per month. Malaking bagay na po yun para sa iyo at sa you could also travel the world through IMG. You could be recognized through rings, pins, watch, and bibigyan din po si IMG na dream car. Wherein, nung nakaraan po namin convention, may tatlong, I can't remember very well, pero madami, 3 or 4, I think, yung nabigyan po ng dream car. Ito at all expense ni IMG with 3 years insurance. Siyempre po, pag gagawin mo yung business ni IMG, meron ka din pong free na short-term health care. Ayan. Once you become a member of IMG, you will have a code. Then yung po yung gagamitin natin pa-access sa ating online account or yung ating portal na tinatawag. So this is my portal. Okay, makikita po dito yung benefits na meron ako. Ayan. So with IMG, you are in a one-stop shop. Okay? So, pag na-analyze po natin yung benefits natin, this is you, the member, you have direct access to these companies. Healthcare providers, life insurance, investment, real estate, general insurance, and allied financial services. Okay? So dito sa IMG, you become your own money manager. You build your financial foundation. Okay? Yung healthcare protection natin, nandiyan si Kaiser. Life insurance, nandiyan si Manila Bankers Life. You could pay off your debt through IMG Business and Environment. You could build your emergency fund through the mutual fund investment or the PDF of most 18 by Manila Bankers Life. Okay? You can start and build your long-term investment, grow your money with Pfizer as well, the most 18 by Manila Bankers Life, and the mutual fund. And you can increase your cash flow through the IMG Business and Environment. With IMG, you can really become your own money manager and build your financial foundation faster. Take action. Secure your future now. You will always have an excuse not to save or invest. No matter what your excuse is, one thing is for sure, you're going to get old next year. No matter what your excuse is, your child will grow and enter college, and you will need money for his or her education. No matter what your excuse is, you will eventually retire and stop making active income. You have to be prepared for these situations. Be with a group who inspires you. When the members of your group stay, they will inspire you to stay. So control your future. The future is in your hands. If you want to be wealthy, don't let other people do it for you. Do it yourself. Be your own money manager. Understand how money works. Make money work for you. Sabi nga po ni Bill Gates, if you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. Please like and follow our official Facebook page in IMG. Meron pong official sa logo. Okay. Also, kindly like and follow my personal Facebook page, my business page, Quartelino. For more information, you can contact me directly through this. Swendalyn Kaganan, I'm proud to be part of IMG and one of the IMG campaigner. Sana po, meron kayong napulot na aral sa aking mga in-impart ngayon and may apply nyo sa inyong buhay. I wish you all success in your financial life. So, sama-sama po natin abutin ang ating mga pangarap through proper financial education with financial execution. Okay na yan?
Okay na yun.
Ay, ngiti ko. Hindi ba ako pwede ngiti ko?
Hindi naman.
And so that ends the presentation. Oh, walo na lang tayong natitira.
Okay lang yan. Pwede na siguro kay Sir Josh na i-off na yung live.
Sir Josh.
At least na-execute natin yung
Oo,
live.
at least na-i-live. Oo, maganda siya. So far.
So,
Ma-appreciate ko. Mag-save na nga ako.
oo nga, yun ang realization natin ngayon. Actually, kinokontak ko nga siya.
Ay nako, kung noon pa sana, no? Na sinimula na mag-save eh.
So, sana na-inspired yung makakapanood pa. Actually, sinare din naman natin to sa mga estudyante isa-isa. Ganda yung at the age of 25, may 5,000 lang, palang 400 pesos lang monthly, no? Nag-iipon ka, long-term ipon yun, hanggang tumataas ng tumataas. So that's it. Ma'am, sir, okay na tayo? Pwede na ba tayong mag-off dito at mag-meeting na tayo sa
Pwede na siguro, ma'am.
Sir Joe, naka-live pa tayo hanggang ngayon. See you this afternoon in Zoom meeting again.
Anong time yun?
2 o'clock o 2, parang ganun, 1:30 ba?
Aling meeting yun, ma'am? Ano bang
Fourth day ng flexible learning, sir.
Okay. Yung kay BP Hoxon?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Sige.
Yung Ma'am Brenda,
Yes,
yung ipapalog ko din kay kila doktora kung sa 5
Yes, sir.
until December 5 para pag ganun din ang gagawin natin. Siguro YouTube natin o di kaya doon sa FB Live na
Yes po. Yes, sir.
recording.
Yung next Wednesday, nag-confirm na yung yung cultural sensitivity, tapos afterwards ay forward Pinas.
Okay.
Sana before 8 simulan natin na magpambansang awit. Para 8 o'clock mag-lecture na siya.
Ano yun, yung synchronous yun,
Yes, sir. Sa Wednesday.
Sa Wednesday.
Opo, sir.
So, okay na siguro na ganun.
Opo, sir.
At least na maximize natin yung time ngayon na malapit naman na mag-12.
Opo.
Sir Josh, thank you sa pag-host amin.
Thank you, sir. Sir Josh.
Thank you, Sir Josh.
May mga ilan-ilan pang estudyanteng nakikinig talaga.
Sige.
Okay, bye-bye, ma'am. Mga ma'ams.
See you. Bye po. Yes.
Pwede na tayo mag-leave, ma'am?